Welcome to another exciting edition of Travel Guide. If you are new here, consider subscribing. Today we will be visiting the Churchill War Rooms, London. When it was discovered around the turn of this century, there was little to do except make it convenient for visitors. To be in the actual site where much of the World War II planning took place was special in its own right. It was busy with other people, but because you can move at your own pace with the audio guide, it really doesn't matter. Being the Europe's last hope is no easy weight to bear, but the war rooms showcase what the pressure and lifestyle of war was like for those working to save the continent. Despite the fact that there are many people who are in the war rooms at the same time you are, it does not feel crowded. Be prepared to wait an hour plus unless you arrive a good amount of time prior to opening, or have a prepaid ticket or membership. It jumps around a lot, and you might find yourself trying to figure out what year you're reading about, and what section you're in. It's true. You get to see the rooms the cabinet used to walk through, but there isn't much context at each room, so I'd recommend spending most of your time in the big room. But all in all, it was great experience, great for tweens, teens, and adults, but you wouldn't recommend bringing small children because there's a lot of reading. The war rooms consist of sleeping quarters, kitchen, meeting rooms, map room, and communications room where Churchill broadcast to the nation on 4 occasions. Today, in the age of the smartphones, almost unimaginable. The other part of the exhibition documents the man Winston Churchill without glorifying debauchery. The CWR consists of entry into the cabinet war rooms used by Churchill, and members of the cabinet, and staff to defend and defeat the Axis forces during World War II. It consists of a self-guided audio tour of the rooms as they were used during this period, along with information on the life and characters involved in the establishment and running of the CWR. You can spend a large amount of time with good artifacts supported by excellent interactive displays showing electronic documents and quotes from Churchill. The whole place has a unique feel, and many of Winston Churchill's personal possessions are superbly presented together with audio commentary all the way round. Whatever you do, book tour time in advance to avoid long queues at peak holiday time. Easy in advance on web. A few issues, though. 1. The experience of viewing the war rooms is interrupted midway by the Churchill Museum, which contains almost everything you wanted to know about the man, and way more you didn't. In the summer, be sure to buy your tickets online, or get here early because the queue gets really long really early. Adult ticket £22 on door, and includes free audio guide 29 clearly signposted, and very informative stops as part of this. This place is worth a visit if you're in London. Superb piece of history that's been immaculately preserved for all to see. The items and complete rooms on display are fantastic, and the stories that go with them, from the audio system, are great to listen to as you walk around. Very modern and immersive experience into the war rooms during World War II. Use of technology to showcase the exhibits is great, with videos of first-hand accounts from veterans who worked in the war rooms. There's even a cafe in the war rooms. Before you get in, there are 2 queues you can choose from, the priority queue for those who have bought tickets online, and a queue to buy tickets at the door. A good visit for half the day, and the rest you can visit Trafalgar Square, House Calvary Museum, as well as any of the major historic pubs along the street. A great evening's event for a history buff to explore and navigate through the small area where once the whole country was governed. The audio guides available at the entrance are a big help to learn about the history behind these great rooms, and most of the artifacts stores within them. Highly recommend visiting at least once in your life to see what life in the army and government was like in the 1940s. Would recommend booking in advance, however still be prepared to stand in a queue even if you do have priority tickets. Tickets seemed a bit pricey at first, but it is actually really good value for money given how much there is actually to see. It was all very interesting, and then periodically you remember, this is where all of this history actually happened, not just telling me about it, and that's where it really becomes incredible. The audio guide comes with the price of admission, and really does provide a wealth of information about each of the rooms in the CWR. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, and leave your comments below.